Hey everyone, so it's been such a while since I've done any lives, I've done any like card thingies, pick a card thingies. I deleted my Instagram, I haven't done anything in ages, I kind of just went MIA. But yeah, you would have seen my post on my Facebook. It's been a rough couple months. So I've just been trying to get my shit together really. But yeah, so I just wanted to do like a collective pick a card thing just because I haven't been on in so long. And yeah. So right now, obviously the energy is a little bit hectic. Everyone's kind of panicking and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I don't know, it can just be like a little message from your guides and stuff really to tell you how to make this situation better or what to do. Sorry, what to do with your current energies and all that sort of stuff. I was getting a message before that the obstacles you're going through, it is what you make it. I keep seeing Play-Doh. So it's basically like they're saying you have to get creative on what you're going to do with what you've got going on, what you've got in front of you. What can you do with that to make it better or turn it into something that you want and all that sort of thing. I know that's a lot easier said than done, but it is doable. So I hope everyone's going okay during this whole coronavirus scare. Maybe, I don't know, stay inside as much as you can. I don't know what our government's doing. I think the best thing we can do right now is stay inside, but fuck ScoMo. So yeah, so just look after yourself and try and keep away from people for now. Just yeah, until this all blows over. It will blow over, obviously, everything is temporary. I had so much more that I wanted to say, but it's like as soon as I come on I just go blank and I can't remember anything. So yeah. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna do the pick a card thingies. Just about what you want to know, what you need to know right now. As I was picking the decks out, I was very drawn to angelic decks, so I think yeah, there's quite a lot of angelic energy around right now. I can feel it. So yeah, take this as what your angels want you to know, what your guides want you to know, all that sort of thing. Just reminded me what I was gonna say. I was just gonna say, like, I don't know about you guys, I know some people have, because I've spoken to friends and stuff, I can feel this hair on my face. I can't get it. I've been really out of touch with my spirituality. I haven't been meditating. I have lost connection. I haven't been talking to my guides. And you guys know how close I am with my great grandma. I've hardly been talking to her, all that sort of stuff. So I think with this whole quarantine thing right now, part of it we can use to heal ourselves and get back in touch with that spiritual side. For me, my spirituality is like another arm, so not using it, it's like I have lost an arm. Like I don't know who I am. I'm not me. I also think with this as well, I don't know why I'm being drawn to talk about this, but I'm gonna, because there's obviously a reason why they want me to talk about it. I think with the whole lockdown and all that sort of stuff, I think one of the main reasons why we need to do it is to let the earth heal. You've probably seen on the internet, like in Venice, the water has become clear. There's swans in the water again. In Thailand, there's like monkeys everywhere, all that sort of stuff. There goes Archie. I think we need to use this time to really let the earth rest and heal. So even though our government wants us to keep working and risk us getting sick and all that sort of shit, I think if you can stay inside, do. If you can stay away from work, do. Hi, I'm not at work at the moment because I have been sick, but I think, yeah, it's a really good idea if we just let the earth heal right now and use this time as well for us to kind of go within and heal those traumas and unhealed pains that we've been ignoring. Hi, Archie. Like for me, sorry, excuse my cat. For me, they were calling me out before, like I tend to, can you not? Sorry, he's very rude. I tend to cover up my pain with distractions. So I think this is a time where we need to stop using distractions and just deal with your shit as much as you don't want to. I know that's what I have to do right now, and I'm ignoring it because it sucks and I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna have to, because the more I ignore it, the more it's gonna keep coming forward. But anyway, so I'll stop blabbing and we will get into the reading. I'll shuffle the cards, I'll set out some decks. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 decks. So hopefully the piles will be nice and thick and detailed, and you get some juicy goss on your life and what to do next and what to do with where you're at and whatever it is the angels want you to know. So I'll be back. All right, so we have our 4 piles here. There's a lot of cards in each, so hopefully we'll get lots of detail. Pile number 1, you have Spirit Quartz. Pile 2, Selenite. Pile 3, Orange Calcite. Pile 4, Blue Calcite. So take a minute, decide which pile you want to look at. And after the reading as well, maybe have a look at the meaning of the crystal that you chose, because there's probably going to be some additional messages there. But we will start with pile number 1. All right, pile number 1 with the Spirit Quartz. 90% sure that's what it's called. If not, I do remember being told it's called Witch's Fingers. So yeah, I just really like it. It's really pretty. Anyway, so start with your tarot cards. Have, Knight of Cups, the Moon, 8 of Wands, and the Hermit. Cool. So, okay, so with this, what I'm picking up first of all is an offer of some sort. Could be a romantic offer with the Knight of Cups, could be a proposal, things like that, but it's something that they kind of want you to take your time with and not rush into, if that makes sense. With the Hermit here and the Moon, there are some things that you want to think about before rushing into anything. I'm sorry, I'm sitting really awkwardly and I'm trying to get the cards like on the camera properly, but I'm like sitting on my lounge room floor and I look like a dick. Anyway, so with the 8 of Wands, it's talking about like fast action, things happening really fast. But just with the Moon next to it, I feel like there are some elements that you need to think about first, especially with the Hermit. They're asking you to take that contemplation time and consider what it is that you want, or underlying factors. There's something about underlying factors. I just keep getting that word. There's something that you haven't quite considered yet. This may be either way. It could be to do with you saying yes, it could be to do with you saying no, but either way they're asking you to just reconsider before you make that decision of the yes or no. Oracle, we have All That Glitters, and it's reversed. Okay, so I feel like with this, I feel like they're trying to get your attention. They're trying to tell you that there is something here you're not looking at. Obviously there's that saying, all that glitters is not gold. I kind of feel like there's some sort of like toxic relationship almost. I feel like this person has come in, they seem like that Prince Charming, like that Knight of Cups. Everything seems really good, but with the Moon, there's some deception there. There's just something you don't know. I feel like it's possible that this person has another side to them, because I do feel like deception. That's the word I'm getting, really. Like there's just something about this person. They've got like a hidden agenda or something like that, or they've got another side to them that hasn't come out yet, but it will develop eventually, and it's not something that you want to be dealing with. I'm not 100% sure what that side is. It could be to do with like financial control, things like that. But I am getting that there is, especially with the All That Glitters, to me that really resonates with money. So there could be like some sort of financial freedom issues there or something like that. I'm drawn to your other oracle cards. Opposition and Jupiter. So I'm just going to turn this around so I can read it, because I don't know this deck very well. But it says, relates, mirrors, interacts, confronts, makes conscious, manifests, disciplines, conflicts with, tests, objectifies, calls out. Okay, so I feel like this is saying that this person is not your twin flame for a start, just because it was upside down as well. I don't normally read reversal, I just do what I feel. And with this, I just feel like this person is not your balance. They I don't know, there's just something about them. They are not your other half, if that makes sense. It might seem like it right now, but again, there's going to be some sort of conflict and things like that, confrontation. It's just not. And with discipline as well, I feel like it's sort of like they are going to try to discipline you, if that makes sense. I just feel like this person, yeah, they are not your balance. They are not your other half. Jupiter, expansion. So I feel like this is talking about you still have more in you to expand on. There are still other areas of your personality to discover, new hobbies and interests and who you are, things like that. I feel like you haven't fully discovered who you are, if that makes sense. And the person that you're calling in now, or that you're with, or whatever, they resonate more with the vibration you're on now, but you're in the process of changing your vibration and leveling up. And that is why you need to take this time to sit back and think, because when you do level up and raise your vibration and change who you are, they're not really going to resonate with you anymore, and they're going to kind of be the opposite of what you want and the opposite of who you are. There's still more about you that needs to learn and grow. Okay, we have harmony. One step at a time. Okay, so sorry about that, not coronavirus. With harmony, I feel like this is talking about that inner balance again, like the Hermit. It's asking you to just come back within yourself and find who you are, find what it is that makes you happy and what makes you complete within yourself without anybody else. So if you think of yourself as your own soulmate and your own life partner, what is it about you that you want that will make you feel complete and make you feel happy and bring that feeling of completion where you are just happy with yourself and not anyone else, if that makes sense, okay? With one step at a time, again, they're asking you to take it slow. Don't rush into anything. Don't jump into any fast decisions, because I feel like this is just not the right decision to be with this person. Oh, wow. Okay, we have look deeper and we have retreat. Okay, I'm sorry if the view sucks. Like I said, I'm on my freaking lounge room floor. But these are just repeating themselves now. So retreat, the Hermit, again, sit back, think about this. Is this what you want? What do you want in this? Look deeper. There is something in there that you don't know. I feel like for a lot of you, it's to do with your intuition as well. I feel like your intuition may be telling you, like, there's something about this person that you're not sure of yet. They've got another side to them that's going to come out that hasn't developed yet. As we said before with the expansion, you're growing and expanding and turning into a different person. Kind of the same with them, except for them, I feel like it's expansion in a kind of negative way. I feel like they may have some like anger issues or something that's going to come forth, some control issues, something like that that's going to come forth that they haven't quite shown yet. And I feel like right now it is in the process of developing, so you may see signs of it. You may have moments where you think, oh, you didn't need to get so angry about that, like little red flags like that. I feel like they're just telling you to pay attention to those red flags, because there are things there that you're just not quite seeing yet, things that are going to develop a bit later on down the track, and they don't want you to be regretting everything and getting in a situation where it's a lot harder to get out. I don't believe you're ever stuck. I know that things can be really hard to get out of, but I just feel like with this, you are going to feel that sense of being stuck if you do go into it. I feel like it's going to be something that's going to be a bit more complicated to get out of rather than just split and leave. I feel like it might go through like lawyers, divorces, custody, all that sort of crazy stuff. So they're kind of just telling you to get out while you kind of can, while it's still quite casual and still fresh. Just don't let it get too deep. Basically, have your fun, do what you want to do, but just don't let it get too deep. Okay, we have lizard, dream the world into being, and pig, use your mind wisely. Okay, for some of you, for some reason, some of you out there, pig may resonate with you in some weird way. It could be a nickname, it could be a toy you were given. There's just something about that pig there. But first we'll just focus on the lizard. So This is about manifestation as well. So basically saying that like what you want in your love life or whatever this is, this doesn't necessarily have to be love, by the way. This can be career, could be a friendship, whatever, but it is some sort of deep connection. But because we've got Knight of Cups, I'm kind of focusing on love. But because we've got the Lizard Spirit, it's telling you that you can actually manifest what you want. This person that you're seeing or whatever, you are not stuck with them. You might feel like you're stuck with them, and for some reason you feel like you're obliged to be with them and to let this go further, but they're telling you that's not true. You are the ruler of your own manifestations. If you don't feel like this person is the one for you, if they are not your forever person, listen to that feeling. I feel like for some of you, you kind of may just be resorting to what is readily available because you're being impatient, or you've had disappointments in the past and things like that. But they're telling you to just keep exploring, keep things casual, keep things fun, all that sort of stuff. No harm in having fun, but this connection, I just would not cement it, to be honest with you. With the use your mind wisely, I feel like they're basically telling you to use that intelligence, pay attention to those red flags. Pigs are very intelligent animals. People don't quite see how intelligent they are, and that's why they get taken advantage of so much. So I feel like this person, maybe they don't see how smart you are and what logic you have behind you and the life experience you have behind you. So they're asking you to tap into that logic and that life experience and use it to your advantage. I also just noticed we have 38, 3 and 8, 9, 10, 11, 4 and 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so you have 11 there twice. Numerology, you add up the numbers, that's why I did that. But you have 11 there twice, so there is definitely a message here for you, 1111. You might want to go look that up. That's not really, I don't always look into the actual meaning of the numbers. I just kind of think about what I'm thinking about in that moment and take it how it resonates. But for me, 11 resonates with twin flame. So I feel like this is really screaming at you that your twin flame is still out there. Your soulmate is still out there. I feel like this is a bit of a false twin flame connection, which is something that has been happening over the last like 100 and something years. I was watching a YouTube video about twin flames and soulmates, and they said, I can't remember what planet it was like Venus or something was in, or Mars was in a certain position, and because of that position it was bringing forth a lot of false twin flames and a lot of false soulmates, and that's why now a lot of relationships are just falling apart. Funny, because I'm looking on my phone right now, we're at 11 minutes and 35 seconds. There's another 11 for you. But just don't rush into this. Have fun with this person, whatever, but don't rush into it because they're not quite your twin flame. They may seem like it. You may have a lot in common. They may do a lot for you. They may, like, you can't fault them, all that sort of thing, but there is just something there that hasn't manifested yet, and it's gonna manifest later on in the future. And Spirit really doesn't want you to be stuck in this situation later on where it's harder for you to get out. They're saying also that if you do decide to go ahead with this, of course they're going to help you to get out of it later. They're always going to be by your side. They're always going to be with you. They're always going to help you in whatever situation you're in, but they just don't want to see you go down this path. So it is really recommended that if this doesn't feel right, if this doesn't feel like your forever person, don't cement it in. You don't have to. Okay, for some reason I feel like some of you may be being pressured. Maybe this person's done a lot of favors for you. They've done a lot of kind acts. Like I said, you can't fault them, but there is just something about them that is just not your forever person. And if you're feeling that, listen to that gut instinct. Don't cement yourself in anything that doesn't feel right. Okay, we also have cycles and passion. Okay. So with cycles, it says everything has its right time. Honor the cycles of your body. Tune into the moon's magic. So I'm going more with the first line, everything has its right time. I feel like this relationship is a cycle. This is just something, it's like a phase, I guess. It's a cycle that it's just gonna, it's gonna, if you don't end it, it's gonna keep going on and on and on, but it's gonna kind of go downhill. Whereas you can break that cycle. You don't have to repeat your past. I feel like for some of you, you may have been in some abusive relationships in the past. And this is just giving you that heads up that, hey, you're kind of leading back into that cycle again. Don't let that happen. This person seems really great now. You can't fault them now. They haven't given you any red flags yet, but people change. So if something is telling you that this person's going to change, just be very careful, because they are making it abundantly clear that, yeah, this is not quite where you think it's headed. With passion, do what excites you, get fired up about your life, increase your energy levels. So I feel like this is more about focusing on you. As I said before in my little intro thing, I was saying how I tend to mask my pain with distractions. This could be what this relationship is for you. You're using it to distract yourself from past hurts or past relationships that have hurt you and things like that. So they're kind of calling you out now to step back into your own power and step into what makes you passionate. What is it outside of your love life that can make you passionate? Do you like reading? Do you like writing? Do you like exercising? Do you like beauty? What is it that you like? Do you like hair? Do you like nails? Focus on something that makes you passionate so that you're not always focused on this love life. I feel like for some of you, or for this group, it's kind of like you need your love life to make you complete. They're asking you to find something else to make you complete and not focus so much on your love life right now. Maybe focus on your career. There could be something there in your career that you haven't quite discovered yet, and they're asking you to find that passion and focus on that for now. Okay, with our saints and mystics, I tried to get one saint and one mystic, and for this pile we did. Wow. So Saint Martha, look at the number. Oh my God. Can you see that? Number 11 again. And then we have Harry Houdini, mastery. So I feel like with Saint Martha and authority, it's talking about, again, stepping into your power, making yourself very clear on what you want to say and what you want out of relationships and things like that. Don't just submit to a relationship because you feel guilty or you feel like this person deserves a good person and you are that good person. It doesn't matter. There is another good person out there for them. It's not up to you to be this person's happiness when they're not your happiness, if that makes sense. Also with the Harry Houdini, we're kind of going back to that passionate energy, mastering something that you're passionate about, focusing on you. So like right now, I'm trying to think about the things that make me passionate and excited. Like I like doing hair, I like doing nails, all that sort of stuff, but it's not quite a career thing for me. It's more a hobby, but it is something that I would like to look into in the future. Like, I don't know, doing nails or something like that. That would excite me, be pretty fun. So yeah, maybe just finding that little side piece of a hobby that brings out the passion within you. It's kind of like your love life is a hobby, and they want you to find a hobby outside of your love life because you're kind of drawing in some red flags. Now, when I did the piles, I completely forgot I wanted to pull a card from the fairy dust thingy. So we'll just quickly grab a card there. Pile 1, please. There we go. Thank you. Oh, lucky you got 2. So you have fairy wings in the forest, small lights glow, those fairies flying low. Then you have play, step outside and feel the sun, breathe the air, play, have some fun. So those are pretty straightforward messages, but I'm really drawn to that play one. Again, it's about mastering something that makes you happy, not relying all your happiness on someone else. Fairy wings, I feel like that's talking about getting back to nature, to be honest. I feel like you need some grounding, and when you get back to nature, things will be a lot more clearer for you and you'll be able to think a lot more clearly. But pile 1, that is all I have for you. Hopefully that gave you some insight on where you're at. I'm not going to tell you what to do. That is not my job. I am just telling you where you're headed based on your current path. You can take the guidance, you can leave it, but this is the guidance I have for you. I hope it resonates, I hope it helps you, and I'll see you soon. Okay, pile number 2 with the selenite. What do your guides, angels, spirit guides, guardian angels, relatives, ancestors, all those lovely spirits around you, what do they want you to know? You chose selenite, so you might want to go look that up, see the meaning of it. It's a beautiful crystal, lovely meaning to it. But we will just get straight into the cards. So for your tarot, 6 of Cups, 6 of Wands, King of Swords, and 9 of Wands. Interesting that we have 2 6s there. Again, I just said in the other pile, I don't always like pay attention to the actual meaning of the numbers. I just go with what I feel at the time. 6 to me resonates with money and things like that. So this may be about somebody helping you out with your money and things like that. But let's just tune in and see where we go. So with 6 of Cups, what I pick up is childhood, first of all. I feel like there may be somebody in your childhood who, I don't know, did some favors for you, which is weird. I know that's very specific, but yeah, just something about somebody in your childhood who did favors for you or something like that, and you lost touch. Maybe you haven't been able to give back to them yet. Doesn't necessarily have to be childhood either. It could just be like someone in your past that has done a lot for you, and you kind of feel like you haven't been able to give back to them. This is asking you to find that time to reconnect with that person and maybe give back to them. It doesn't have to be in a financial way. It can be in like an emotional way, just rekindling that friendship. With the King of Swords, I do resonate that card a lot with like a business, like an entrepreneur, someone like that. So I feel like this is going to sound kind of specific, but I feel like for some of you, this could be about someone who has helped you start up a business and now they need that help back, and it's about you giving back that help. And yeah, helping them get back on their feet, especially through this hard time. A lot of businesses are suffering. A lot of people are struggling with money. Also, this doesn't have to be a business. This can be like a friendship or something where in the past they've helped you out financially. Now they're in a bad place and you're in a good place, and it's your turn to help them out. Okay, 9 of Wands. I feel, so with 9 of Wands, I resonate that a lot with defenses, having your defenses up, also fighting, persevering, that sort of thing. So it could be telling you that, I feel like with this, it's telling you to kind of fight with this person. Like this is a battle that you can fight together. I feel like this person really needs a lot of support right now, and they're asking you to kind of be that support. I'm also getting step up and take charge. You may be in a position where you can kind of take charge with this person. As I said, it doesn't have to be a business. It could be like, it could just be a friendship. Like, so it could be things like if you've got a friend who's really struggling to keep up with their housework, you know, go over and do the dishes or something like that. Just giving back in the way that they've given to you, if that makes sense. Returning the favor. Okay, we have Yang. So that's fire energy. Get moving. Don't sit back. You want to take action on this. I feel like this person does need that help, and the kind of more you sit back, it's just making it a bit harder on them. No pressure. We have friendship. Oh my God, crazy. So this could be a friendship. That's pretty straightforward. Work together with this person. Be a team with them. Be a friend. Show this person the same love and care that you would like to receive. Be a friend. Be an ally. Just be on their team, because I feel like they need someone right now. I'm drawn to these cards. First we have Square, Challenge, and 6th House in Craft. Okay, so with this person, with Challenge, what I'm thinking, I feel like there could have been some sort of rift between you guys. You may have had some kind of falling out, and that's why they're asking you now to come back in and be a friend and to support them in this difficult time. Sorry, just... Okay, so with Craft as well, it's got work, details, health, well-being, diet, service, daily rituals, contribution, organization, purification, skills, apprenticeship, method. So for me, again, that talks a lot about teamwork. So they want you to come back in with this person and just be a team. And we've got the number 6 again. As I said, for me, it resonates more with money and material items. Doesn't necessarily have to. You can go look up the numerology meaning, the angel number meaning, see how it makes you feel. But I do feel like, okay, interesting. So what I just got is that 3 and 3 make 6. So it's like that equality, like adding up to make something equal. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just what I'm getting. I feel like, yeah, this person, they have lost a bit of support. You guys may have had a falling out or something, like I said, and they just need a bit of support right now, and they're asking you to come back in, be that person. I feel like there may be a bit of resistance at first. There could be some little trust issues there, because it's like, well, you left me the first time, why am I going to come back to you? Like, Why should I trust you again? And I feel like that's where the challenge can come in as well, because there's a little bit of tension still going. There's still a little bit of hurt, but I just realized on Square it's got reconciles down the bottom. There you go. So, but they just want you to come back and show this person that you can trust them. On the other hand as well, I feel like for the other person, if you are the other person, this could be a message for you to just trust this person, let them in, you know, have your guard up if you feel like you need to, obviously, but accept help and let this person help you. We have marriage, interesting, and child. That's interesting. So this could be a person who you were once married to. You may have a child with this person. There could be some sort of link like that. You may have kids who are friends. With the marriage, I feel like that's more so just about a really close relationship and commitment. Like, doesn't necessarily mean you're married. It could be that you were best friends, or you opened a business together, or some sort of deep emotional connection like that. But it's asking you to kind of be like a child. Like, you know how kids, they'll kind of have an argument, and then it's like, they'll kind of just go up to each other and be like, do you want to be friends again? Yep, okay, let's go play. That's how I was a kid anyway. Like, I'd kind of have little tiffs with my friends, and then we'd just be like, do you want to go play? Yep, okay, cool, let's be friends again. And that was it. I feel like they're trying to just ask you to have that sort of attitude about it as well. Just have that faith. And I mean, it is given that in life we do get hurt. If you do fall through again, that's just what happens. But for now, they want you to just stick together and have each other. And as I said, there is going to be some guards up, but I do feel like, yeah, they just want you to just be like a child. Don't worry about the stress. Don't worry about being hurt. When you're a kid, you don't make a friend and go, oh, are they going to hurt me? You're just like, it is what it is. We're friends for now. Let's just enjoy it while we've got it. Okay, you have best friends. Oh my God, I cannot make this shit up, dude. What did I tell you? Friendship and best friends. That is crazy. I cannot make this shit up. I don't look at the cards when I shuffle them. I just lay them out. Anyway, so what they're saying here with the best friends, the people that are meant to be your best friends and stick by you for life, they will stick by you. Even if you do have those little rifts in between, that's normal. People have arguments, you know, couples have arguments. It doesn't mean they split up and they leave each other forever just because of one argument. This could be the same thing with that friendship. If this person is your best friend, you might want to stick with them, but I do feel like there needs to be a lot of honesty and communication here. I feel like there are some things that were left unsaid or not quite given the truth about, and I feel like once that communication and that truth comes forth, that's when you can rekindle that relationship and gain back that trust, because I feel like for one of you, it's going to be a bit hard to get that trust back, because you're just going to be like, you said this and this behind my back and now you want to be friends with me again. Like, how can I trust you? So you've just got to kind of take it slow and let that friendship and that relationship rekindle. I'm also getting romance, so you might want to, it may be to do with a relationship, you might want to let that romance rekindle and start off as friends, build it back from a relationship first before going into anything serious. Okay, we have Ant Spirit, time to collaborate, and Stag Spirit, take the lead. So the Ant Spirit did originally come out upside down, so I feel like that's talking about fighting resistance. I feel like it's asking you to stop fighting that resistance and stop trying to do things on your own all the time. As I said before, somebody in this relationship needs help. I feel like it's like it could be you, because we have the Ant Spirit upside down. It could be asking you to stop trying to do everything on your own and let somebody come forth and help you. On the other hand as well, if you are the other party, it could be telling you to come forward, take the lead, step in for this person, ask them, do you need some help? Are you okay? Whatever. I feel like also it could be about being the first one to communicate with this person, be like, hey, what went wrong? What happened? I really need you right now. I miss you, whatever. Okay. Okay. I'm going to leave that part at that, because that's all I'm getting. Expansion. Did we get expansion before, or was that the other pile? That was the other pile. And miracles. Okay. So expansion says, spread your wings and soar, share your message and shine your light, show the world what you're made of. So I'm really drawn to that second sentence, show your message and share your message and show your light. So as I said before, there may be some little factors there that were left unsaid. I feel like for some of you, as I mentioned before, past hurts and things like that. I feel like these past hurts have caused you to hold back and not trust anymore. But they're asking you to just have faith and just step back into that trust, and just know that you are on the path you're supposed to be on, and what's meant to be with this relationship will meant to be. What's meant to be with this relationship will be. As I said before, if it lasts, great. If it falls through, there was a reason for it. Not all relationships are meant to last forever. It sucks, but unfortunately that's just the way life goes sometimes. Okay, for miracles, we have faith that your miracle is on its way. Your prayers have been answered. Surrender the how. Okay, so for this, I feel like it is talking about surrendering. So again, like your how could be, how can I trust this person? How can I let them back into my life after what they've done? All that sort of thing. I'm just getting a quick message for some of you. If this is extremely toxic relationship, don't go back into it just because I'm saying so. I feel like, you need to make your own decisions with this as well. But I did just get some sort of really toxic relationship, like a partner cheating and things like that. That sort of thing. Oh, sorry, I can't stop yawning. That sort of thing, yes, I would be wary of, because I feel like for some of you, there is somebody there who may repeat the same things. They may have told you they've changed, but they haven't really. So just be careful of that if that resonates with you. But do have that childlike faith. Before we had child, about how kids they don't think about the future, they just trust it. So just trust in the miracles of life. Okay, we have Saint Teresa, Divine Ecstasy. Oh, Saint Valentine, Divine Love. How cool. Okay, so Saint Teresa, I'm going to have a quick look in the book because I don't know this deck overly well, so let's have a quick look. Okay, right. Okay, really interesting, because Saint Teresa here says, Saint Teresa reminds us of the simplicity and potential of seeing life romantically, placing our hearts front and center, unafraid of suffering and willing to explore the places of power through love and loss. So what did I say before? This relationship may or may not last, but you've just got to trust it and just explore that loving side of life. Open up your heart chakra, open up your throat chakra as well, so that you can communicate clearly. I just cannot talk today. There is, whichever way this relationship goes, there is a reason for it. Okay, so with Saint Valentine, we have Saint Valentine governs the root, sacral, and solar plexus chakras. However, his energy can activate all the chakras and increase our ability to vibrate energy at a faster rate to help us love beyond judgment. His favored crystals are rose quartz and rhodochrosite, and his energy can assist sexual magic and healing between lovers. Okay, so there's a couple of different meanings with that. So this could be about, again, with Saint Teresa, like approaching this with love and just trusting that there is a reason for this rekindling / potential breakup, whatever it is, there's a reason for it. Just approach it with love and passion. I also feel like part of this may be about finding your self-love. I feel like for a handful of you, it's possible that the reason behind this relationship, the lesson behind it, is that to see your worth. Sometimes it can take somebody to hurt you before you see your worth. For some of you also, I feel like this may not be a rekindling. This could be talking about a relationship in the past. It could be a relationship that was on and off in the past. Take it however it resonates. But I feel like one of the main lessons behind this relationship is self-love. We have roses in both those cards, very interesting. But yeah, they do want you to just start approaching life with love. This is kind of making me think of pile one. As I said before with pile one, I was saying like you're not stuck in a relationship if you don't want to be. There's a lot of fear and all that sort of thing, but just approach things with love and try and stay in the now and stay grounded. When I was doing the cards, I forgot I wanted to pull from the fairy deck, so just do a quick shuffle. There we go, thank you. We have learn. A little nudge is it's now your turn. Put on your thinking cap. It's time to learn. As I said, this relationship has a lot of lessons behind it. Just let it be what it is. As I said, if it's toxic, if it's going to hurt you, if you're going to be in danger, do not go back, obviously. If that's the case, maybe look at the past of it, look at what you learnt from it and what you can do to change your future from these past lessons. As I said in my little intro thing before, I kept seeing Play-Doh. So what can you do with this to mold it and change it into something that you want? For a select handful of you out there, trigger warning, domestic violence. I feel like it could be about domestic violence and things like that. So obviously you're not going to want to go back to this person. But if that is the case and this is about domestic violence or, you know, a deceitful relationship where they cheated on you and things like that, look back on it and think, what did I learn from this? What do I not want in a relationship? What sort of person do I want in a relationship? Were there any red flags that I may have missed? What can I look out for next time? Can I be an advocate for other people? Because there's obviously there's certain types of people in the world, very narcissistic people, and they have very similar traits with each other. And so obviously they are going to get into relationships with other people. And there's always going to be lots and lots of people in the world who are currently in a narcissistic relationship. And it could be about you advocating for those people and being like, hey, what this person's doing is not right. I've been there. I know how this is going to end up. I really recommend that you step away from this and that sort of thing, okay? But take it how it resonates. That is the message I have for you, Group 2. I hope it helped, and I'll see you soon. Okay, Group 3 with the orange calcite. I don't know if this is any relevance, but as soon as I picked up that deck, I got a song in my head. I don't know if it's going to have any relevance to the deck, but it's called Tongue Tied by Youngblood, Black Bear, and I think Marshmallow. So maybe look up that song. Maybe it's got something to do with your current situation. Also, because you chose this one, you might want to go have a look at what orange calcite means, the properties of it and how it resonates with you. But let's just start with the tarot. Page of Wands, Three of Swords. Why is this song in my head? Four of Cups, Page of Swords. Okay, so first of all with this, interesting, because we have two pages, I feel like it resonates with two different people in your life. And with the Four of Cups, that indicates not being able to make a decision, like you're kind of torn between two different things, but you're also not seeing that it's not about, your options are not limited to just what's around you. There's still more there that you're not seeing. So for example, this could be your situation, I don't know, but because we've got the Three of Swords, to me that talks about love, heartbreak, disappointment, all that sort of stuff. So for now, I'll just go on the vibe of love. It could be that you've got two different people in your life that you're trying to choose between, and neither of them quite seem right, but you are forgetting that there are still more options out there, that this doesn't necessarily have to end in heartbreak as well. With the Four of Cups, I feel like you're kind of looking at this can go one of two ways, but that's not necessarily true. It's telling you to take that leap and just explore and learn and know that whichever way this goes, there is a lesson for all. And yeah, they're asking you to really explore your options. I keep getting that. I really want to look up the lyrics to that song because it's just stuck in my head now, huh? Okay, so in it says, trapped inside my mind. So that really resonates with the Four of Cups for me. Like you're kind of you're just not exploring those options. I know I've said that like 20 times, but you're just forgetting that things don't have to go one way or another. They can go many different ways. So if this is love related and you're thinking, you know, if I go with this person, I could make a mistake and end up heartbroken, whereas this person was my true love, like things like that. Or you know, maybe you don't necessarily like either of them, and that's where you feel like you're going to end up heartbroken, things like that. But that's not necessarily true. This also may be just about one person in your life. It doesn't have to be about two different people, but it's just about all the different options of where this relationship or relationships can go. So just remember that either way there is a lesson, and they want you to explore those lessons as well. And don't be afraid of hurt and disappointment and things like that, because it is just a part of life. And without lessons, life would be shit. I feel like without lessons, it would just be like one big mistake after another, and that is what they do not want you to do. So just yeah, take that with you. We have co-create. Okay, so for me, this card, we've got the cheetah and the owl. Obviously, oh, interesting. Then we have a little cheetah egg thing. So very interesting. For me, this card talks about co-creating actually with spirit and the universe. I feel like, you know, spirit has that knowledge, like the owl. They have that wisdom. Sorry, my toe is really itchy and it's annoying the shit out of me. They do have that wisdom. They want you to just trust and have faith in their decisions and the people that they've put in your path. They have put this person in your path for a reason, and there is a lesson behind it that they want you to learn. They're asking you to just co-create that lesson with them. Don't fight it. Just work with them and just trust and let yourself learn this life lesson, because I feel like it's going to make quite a big difference to you in the future. Okay, signs. Spirit is trying to show you something. This is really interesting. We've just got here, she's pointing to that card, and then it's got 404 numerology, and I would move my camera, but I'm probably not going to be able to get it back in the right position, so I don't want to. But I'm not joking. In front of me right now, I have 5 number 4s. So I'll give you a quick look. Oh my god, I just saw 4 on my phone as well. Okay, so over there, my Lenormand deck number 4 card is sticking out. Then on each of my shelves, there is a sticker that has the number 4, because I haven't taken it off yet, but there you go. So I feel like for some of you out there, you may be seeing 444, all that sort of stuff. Doesn't necessarily have to be 444 either. They could just be telling you to, number 1, look up the meaning of 444, even if you haven't been seeing it, because there's a message behind it, but also to pay attention to the synchronicities behind you, because they are trying to tell you something. Okay, we have worth waiting for. So as I said, there are more options. Ow, my toe really hurts. What is going on? There are more options out there for you with this 4 of Cups. You're kind of just looking at what's in front of you, and you're forgetting to expand your vision and look at the sides that you can't quite see yet. You've got to remember, life is just an ever unfolding story, and we can't always write the next page, but it's just telling you to just go with the flow. Just trust what the next page has in store for you. Try not to fight it, and don't try and control it. Just be patient. Okay, we have the Sun, Being, and 5th house, Passion. It's really interesting that came out, because when I looked at my phone again, it was like at 5:50 something, and I just had this feeling. I was like, I wonder if a number 5 is going to pop up, and there you go, it did. So with the Sun being, so this is about you, your self-awareness, creativity, life force, individuality, ego, solitude, expression, essence. Was it this pile? No, it wasn't. Sorry, I was thinking of another pile. And then paired with the 5th house in Passion, it's got performance, entertainment, creativity, costume, play, love affairs, passion, pleasure, parties, children, humor, romance, disco ball. So I feel like with this, it's telling you to just enjoy life. Just enjoy what it is right now. You don't have to make a permanent decision. And I'm getting called out so hard today in every freaking pile. They're just yelling at me. And I'm like, you don't need to air my personal life to the world, okay? But whatever. So they're just trying to tell you that for now, just be present. Where the sun is shining now, stand in the sun and stop trying to create cloudy days for yourself. You do not have to do anything that you don't want to do. You do not have to be in a situation you don't want to be in. You do not have to choose between 2 people who are neither resonating with you. You can, oh my God, sorry, I just saw another number 4. I'll show you in a sec. You do not have to do anything you do not want to. You have so much free will. And with this, I just want to tell a little story of why this is resonating with me. with my past, I've been through some very abusive relationships where I felt like I had no free will. This is going back when I was a teenager. That's how long ago it was. Relationships after that have been fine in the department of free will. I've never felt trapped again. But the past relationships, I felt like I had no free will, and I felt like I was stuck in this relationship and I had to be with this person and I had to do what they said. I had to, I'd be told where I could go, what I could wear, who I could talk to, and I felt like I had to do that. And that conditioning is still in my mind. And so the relationship I was in after that, where I had a baby, I still had that mindset. And, I'd ask him permission for anything, and he's like, why are you asking me that? You don't need to ask me. And it's just that conditioning that you've got to break free of. Like, I'm seeing chains. So for some of you out there, that may really resonate with you. You may have been in situations where you felt like you're being held hostage almost, or felt like you're stuck. So just remember that you can break free. You are your own person. You have your own free will to do what you want. And sometimes in that free will, yes, people get hurt, but at the end of the day, you need to put yourself first, because it also comes down to your happiness. And I mean, what's a relationship if only one party's happy? But yeah, so I won't go too much into my relationship where I felt very trapped, just because it is a bit triggering. But just know that you do have freedom. I'm seeing like a little bird that wants you to know that you do have freedom, and you don't have to do anything you don't want to. And for some of you out there, you may be like me. I tend to do things out of because I feel sorry for other people, or I feel bad or whatever. They're telling you to drop that. Over the last few months, I've been working on that. I've kind of been focusing on what makes me happy rather than what's going to make the other person happy while I'm miserable. And I know that can sound really harsh, but at the end of the day, that's kind of it's kind of the way it needs to go sometimes, and it does suck, but I feel like there is also ways to fix things. I feel like obviously hurt always is going to heal. And so with this relationship or whatever it is, if you are worried about leaving this person because you don't want to hurt them, just remember, if you want to, you can be friends. You can change that. Like, you don't have to completely cut them out if you don't want to. If you want to be friends with them, you can be friends with them. If you want to have a deep discussion with them that's going to let them down a bit easier, you can do that. But at the end of the day, everything that happens in an individual's life is a lesson for that individual. And so by holding on, you may actually be blocking a lesson for that person. And the longer the cycle is going to repeat for them until they learn that lesson. So just a bit of a rant there that I channeled for you. Oh, wow. Oh, shit. Healing. Sign from above. Sorry about that. Just had a quick little pause. But back to the reading. So we have sign from above and healing. So what I just want to say with sign from above, it may also be your intuition. Sometimes your intuition is that sign from above. You've got that little gut feeling telling you, do this, do that, whatever, this is a better path for you to take. The signs don't necessarily have to be physically in front of you, although right now, for me, they are. There are 6 number 4s right in front of my face, and I cannot believe it. So that, like I said before, maybe look up 444, see how it resonates with you. Also, that song is still playing in my head, tongue-tied. There was a lyric that just came to me and now it's gone. What was it? My silence is killing me slowly, is what he says. First verse, he says, my silence is killing me slowly. So I feel like this is about communication as well. This person or whatever you're dealing with, you may not be being fully honest with them right now. Sorry, I was just drawn back to this. Page of Wands. Okay. So you both have come into each other's lives for a reason. You're in each other's path. Your paths have crossed for a reason, and it is to do with healing. I feel like this person and you for them as well, you may bring something out in each other that needs healing. And once you have both learnt those lessons, that's when it's time to kind of slow things down a bit, or just become friends, or break it off a little bit, or distance yourself a little bit, whatever it is that you feel you need to do. with that sign from above, listen to your intuition. If your intuition says be friends with them, it's fine, be friends with them. If you don't want to, then don't. Just listen to that gut feeling, because your higher self has a lot of wisdom in there. But yeah, with this healing, as I said before, by holding on to this, you could be stopping lessons for them, and that is actually blocking their healing. And obviously, if you want to do good for someone, you don't want to block their healing. So, you know, you got to just let people hurt sometimes. I know that sounds really horrible, but we all go through hurt. We all hurt people, and we all have been hurt. But that's how we learn our lessons, and it fucking sucks. I hate it. I wish there was no such thing as hurt. I wish things could end happily ever after, but it's just the way life goes, and it's a bit of an asshole, and I don't know why it happens, but it does. Okay, so we have Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacle, and Giraffe, see the big picture. As I said before, I kept seeing like Play-Doh, like what can you do from this situation to mold it to your advantage, if that makes sense. What can you do to find the blessings in it? What can you create from this situation to turn it into something beautiful? With Giraffe Spirit saying see the big picture, as I said before, it doesn't have to be one or the other. It can be whatever you want it to be. Like, you know how how do I explain this? So you know how I've been saying that, like, you may feel like you're trapped and that you owe this person something, you owe them a relationship or something like that, because if you don't, you're going to hurt them. But the bigger picture is that, again, if you hold on, that's going to do more pain, because they've got lessons they need to learn. Does that make sense? So as I said before, you've come into each other's paths for a reason. You need to look at the bigger picture of that, and you've got to just go with life and just be present and be grounded and just go with the flow of life. Don't try to control everything. And they are calling me the fuck out right now, because I'm always panicking about the future. I'm never present. It's the worst habit ever. I hate it, but it's just me. But they're asking you to just stay present and just go with the flow of what life is right now. Overcome any obstacle. Okay. So I'm just really drawn to all the flowers that are blossoming there. I feel like this is just about letting things blossom, really. I feel like it's also saying that any obstacles that may come of this, any hurt or whatever that may come of this, it's just saying that you will overcome it. You're both tough, you're both strong. I don't know how old rhinos live, but I do feel like it's very old. And obviously, in old age, you learn a lot of lessons. There's a lot of wisdom there, and this is just about adding to that wisdom. Okay, we have past lives and discernment. Okay, interesting. So past lives, release past life karma. You're an old soul with deep wisdom. Oh my God. Healing your past lives will raise your vibration. There you go. So that's really interesting, because I just said before about the wisdom with like old age and things like that. So I feel like this is telling you that you could have some past life wisdom that you need to tap into. You may have done this in past lifetimes. You may have been in this position in past lifetimes, and they're asking you to just learn those lessons and release that karma. Don't let it become a cycle. Also with discernment, yeah. So with discernment, all is not what it seems. Stay true to your knowing. Keep your dreams a secret. So as I said before, I know I've repeated this about 20,000 times, but you may be holding back this person from learning a lesson, and that obviously can come across as not what it seems, because you think that you make this person happy or you owe them something or whatever, but Spirit's like, no, that's not what it seems. They met you because this and this and this, not because of what you think. So you've just got to kind of have that bigger picture and have that bigger perspective, and just do what you feel you need to do, and trust your knowing. Again, that wisdom I was talking about before. Okay, we have Saint Lucy, fierce strength, and Socrates, divine connections. So with Saint Lucy, I feel like that's about really stepping into your power. Look, oh, there's an ant on my floor. Cute. Where did you come from? the other day there was literally a trail of ants on my carpet, and I was like, where the hell did you come from? But having a toddler, who knows, there's probably some freaking food stashed away somewhere that they're eating. Anyway, got to like ant bomb my house. With St. Lucy, I do get that very fierce vibe with her, that very brave, not backing down, stepping into your own power sort of strength. I feel like they're asking you to step into that power. Maybe call on St. Lucy for help. You might want to Google her, have a look at what she resonates with. Also, with so much blue around her, I feel like this could be talking about your throat chakra, and asking you to communicate even if you feel like you're going to stutter. With Socrates, divine connections. Now, in my knowledge, Socrates was a philosopher, I think. And philosophers are just very smart. And they're very, well, I'm assuming he was very in tune with the divine, hence why it says divine connections. But, oh, okay, there we go. Wisdom, again, it's about wisdom. So, I feel like some of the wisdom within you that you are receiving, you may be a bit unsure of why you know this, or why you feel like you need to make this decision. Like this decision or whatever it is may feel like it doesn't make sense. But this kind of goes back to that past life thing. This is a past life experience, and that's why you know what you know, if that makes sense, okay? Things aren't always going to make sense, but I feel like this is something you may have experienced in a past life, and they're asking you to tap into that knowledge and ask your spirit guides for help. Sorry, I'm yawning again. Ask your spirit guides for help, ask your angels for help, watch out for synchronicities. Go listen to that song, Tongue Tied, because it will not get out of my head, so someone there needs to listen to it. When I was shuffling, I forgot to pull a card from the fairy deck. So let's just quickly pull. Oh, hello. That was quick. Arrows. Direction is yours to choose today. Your inner light will guide the way. What did I say? You're not stuck. You don't have to choose one or the other. You can choose the other one. Like you can choose option 3, even though you can't see option 3 yet, okay? So just trust yourself. Trust your wisdom. Trust your own decisions. Trust your gut feelings. Don't do anything that you feel like you have to do. Please go listen to that song. It will not get out of my head. Oh my God. For the 80th time, Tongue Tied by Marshmallow, Youngblood, and Black Bear. Awesome song. Read the lyrics, listen to it. I don't know, but someone there needs to listen to it. So I'll leave that with you, group 3. I hope that resonates and I hope it helps you out, and I'll see you soon. Okay, our last group, pile 4 with the blue calcite. As I've said to all the other groups, you might want to go have a look at the properties of blue calcite, see what it means to you, because there's probably a reason you chose it. I'm sorry, I'm yawning. There's probably a reason you chose it. There's a reason you're drawn to it. If not, that's fine. It's just a pretty crystal. Who cares? Okay, let's get into your reading. So let me put this down. All right. Tarot, we have 2 of Cups. Interesting. The Hanged Man. 3 of Cups and 8 of Cups. It's really interesting because every pile has felt like it's to do with a relationship. And I did say, like when I was shuffling the cards, I did say just tell each pile what they need to know. But it seems like there's a lot of relationship stuff going on right now. So let's just take it. Let's just roll with it. Okay. So with the 2 of Cups, I resonate that with soulmates. For me, that's like a very deep connection. Doesn't always have to be the person you're going to end up with for life, but it is some sort of romantic relationship. I feel like based on what we've got here, I feel like it's talking about your relationships being on hold. Like your love life is kind of going really slow, or it's on pause and you're just like, can you please hurry up? Anyone who's in my group on Facebook, you'll know last night I made a post. I was like, the universe is pissing me off because it's going so slow. This is that sort of energy. I feel like they're talking, oh, wow. Sorry, I just realized we have 3 cup cards. So this is definitely about relationships and emotions and things like that. I feel like this is about walking away from any relationship that doesn't resonate with you more, and making friends with new people and meeting new people and having celebration with those new people. I feel like there are some people in your life that are causing stagnation. You may not realize it, but it's a karmic thing. Karma is just really confusing and annoying, and I don't know why they work that way, but they just do. The girl with the red hair is really, really sticking out to me on the Three of Cups. So there may be someone in your life with like dyed red hair who you're going to meet soon, or that you've just met, and there's something about this person that's really going to help you. Don't know why that's yelling at me. I'm trying to think if I know anyone with red hair. Not that I can think of that I've just met, but anyway, there's just something about this person. They've got this fiery passion within them. They're going to help you enjoy life again. There's definitely someone there who's going to make you see the fun in life again and not see things so serious anymore. They don't necessarily have to have red hair either. That's just for some of you, whoever it resonates with, whatever. But they're just going to bring back that enjoyment of life and show you how to party again, how to be young again, how to drop all the seriousness, and how to stop taking things so seriously. Oh my God. Oh shit. Sorry, I just pulled over the other two cards that I'm about to put down. Oh my God. Playfulness. Time to go. Wow. Can't make this shit up. So playfulness, again, they're asking you to just have fun. Find that fun in life again. Let this person or these people, this group of people, teach you what it's like to have fun again and not be so serious all the time, and to kind of not focus on your traumas and your past hurts anymore. Like for me, my fear holds me back a lot because I've been hurt in the past, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to trust you, new person, because I've been through this and this and this. And then I hold back and then I miss out. So they're telling you not to miss out anymore. Time to go. Eight of Cups. Oh my God. It's time for you to wrap some things up. There's some relationships that aren't resonating anymore. They've got to go. There may be a relationship that's causing a lot of drama. It's making you feel very tied down, very stressed out and all that sort of thing. They want you to just let this relationship fly. It's got to go. It's served its purpose. You got to just walk away now and come in with this new group of people and find your playfulness. It's okay to be different. You don't need to be like everyone else. You're perfect just as you are. So it's funny because I was really drawn to the girl with the red hair in that other card. So this could be talking about making some changes, some physical changes on you that you want to do, things that make you stand out. You know me, I've got different colored hair. It was bright pink, at the moment it's purple, but spoiler alert, the pink is about to come back. So but with this, I'm getting just step into your authentic self. Don't try and blend in just to fit in the crowd. Just be your authentic self. And I feel like with the Eight of Cups and the walking away thing, I feel like the relationships that you're currently in, they kind of blend in, and that's just not who you are. Like, you're someone who's a little bit different. You stand out from the crowd a little bit, and they're asking you to just embrace that uniqueness and to step out and just be who you are. Don't try to fit in anymore, because you know what? Fuck conformity. Okay, we have Sagittarius, the Voyager, and Scorpio, the Animal. You may be dealing with a Sagittarius or Scorpio. You may be a Sagittarius or Scorpio. This can be Sun, Moon, Rising, but either way, those energies are with you. So with the Sagittarius, we've got the airplanes talking about travel, new ventures, going somewhere else, doing something else. Taking that risk. It says risk taking that risk to be yourself and be who you are. With the Scorpio, you can see this person is very, very authentic. It's also got transformation. Again, be who you are. Take that leap of faith. Go on that adventure of self-discovery and just embrace you. Don't conform to what other people want you to be or whatever. Just be you. And allow yourself to enjoy who you are and enjoy the new adventures of life with this new group of people. Or maybe you want to be on your own. That's completely fine. For some of you, I'm getting traveling alone. Although the world is in lockdown right now, so it's not going to happen tomorrow. But it's possible that, you know, after this whole craziness and the whole lockdown thing, maybe you are going to go travel. Maybe you are going to go your own way. This could also be talking about moving houses, moving schools, moving workplace, you know, going somewhere that you don't know anyone, taking that adventure and reinventing yourself. Maybe you want to move states and you just want to reinvent who you are and be like, I want to go somewhere where no one knows me and I'm going to be a completely new person. I'm just going to be me, and I'm going to meet people who are happy with who I am, not people who want to change me into something I'm not and who want me to conform to their standards. Speak your truth and don't compromise. Okay, so with speak your truth, I feel like this could be talking about people in your group or whatever who are pissing you off, or you don't like what they're trying to get you into. Like, they may be into a way of life that's a little bit self-destructive and that's not your thing. They're telling you to speak up and don't conform with that. So for example, you may have a group of friends who, I don't know, they do party drugs because everybody else does it and you don't want to, and they're like, oh well, come on, just have a little bit, and they try to compromise with you. I'll just have half, not a whole one, or whatever. I don't do drugs, I don't really know how it works, but you know, don't compromise. Stick to your guns and stick to your beliefs and stick to what you want to do. Don't let other people twist your beliefs and make you compromise to them. You've got to compromise to yourself. Does that make sense? Compromise to yourself? Not really. You know what I mean. Just stick to you and what you want to do and just speak your truth. Vulture spirit, nothing is wasted. Wombat spirit, be at home. So with the nothing is wasted, I feel like this is asking you to take the lessons from what you've learned. This is kind of similar to some other piles as well. I can't remember which one, but it was just about taking the lessons from what you've learned from this relationship and whatever, and don't see it as wasting your time or whatever. See it as, you know, I learned this and this and this from this person and hanging out with this person, whatever. Then with Wombat spirit, be at home, be yourself, do what makes you comfortable. Don't fall into peer pressure and things like that. This is just about doing what you want to do and doing what makes you feel at home. I feel like, sorry, I'm yawning again. As I mentioned before, this could be about actually moving home for you guys. And you may feel like you need to stay because of the people you've got around you. They want you to stay or whatever. No, you need to do what makes you feel at home and what makes you happy. Okay. Nature and rebirth. So nature says ground yourself, find a sanctuary in nature, connect with the elementals. So that's pretty straightforward. Grounding always helps you clear your mind and come up with more clear decisions and figure out the whys and all that sort of stuff, and what to do next. So I feel like they're just trying to tell you to just go ground in nature. Oh my god. For some reason, some of you, it's about spending time by water. I'm seeing the beach. Oh, that's interesting, because what I'm seeing with the beach is like dunking in and cleansing yourself, and right next to that we have rebirth. So you're at a time where you can change who you are. Like it says, reinvent yourself, give life to your dreams, create a new reality. So you can leave your old past behind, you can leave your old life behind and just change it and be who you want to be around people you want to be around. Just cleanse that past away from you and reinvent yourself and create this new reality if you don't like where your current reality is going. It's all about your personal power. We have Florence Scovel Shin, intuition, and Plato, student of the universe. So obviously here, it's pretty straightforward. Your intuition's trying to tell you something. Just with that first card, intuition, you can see the feathers there. I feel like for some of you, you may be seeing feathers. That is a message for your angels. This is just confirmation of that if you've been wondering. I feel like your gut feeling is, like you may have a gut feeling that certain relationships aren't going to last, or certain people aren't good for you, or, you know, they may be showing no signs of red flags, but you feel like they're going to come forward. It's just asking you to just trust that. With Plato, student of the universe, learn from your past. You may have met people in the past who had no red flags and everything seemed all good and like they were trustworthy and they were this and that, and then they turned out not to be. It's just reminding you that in those past relationships, you may have had those gut feelings that there's just something about this person I can't trust, and you ignored it, and then you learned the hard way. He's asking you to go back to those lessons and remember, hey, we showed you last time not to trust this person and you did. Let's not make the same mistake. Be a student of the universe and learn those lessons. Whew. Wow, talking a lot today. All right, so when I did these, oh my god, I can't stop yawning. All right. I meant to pull a card from the fairy dust oracle thingy, but I forgot. So let's just pull one. Oh, wow, that was quick. We have keep going. The world at times is big and loud, but we'll make sure you're safe and sound. You're safe. Don't stress. Lead the way. Take the reins today. Others will follow if you lead the way. Again, it's about stepping into your own personal power. Practice. After a while, you'll dance on air. Practice makes perfect. You're almost there. So with that practice, I feel like that's about the lessons from the universe. Like all the lessons in the past, kind of like practice, isn't it really? You can't learn if you don't make mistakes. So, you know, you can only improve and keep going and improve and keep going. Did I mean to say that? Yes, I did. I'm sorry, I'm so tired, and I just looked at the keep going card and I got really confused. But yeah, with the keep going card, because I'm really drawn to that as well. I feel like, yeah, because you've got some mistrust there for whatever it is. Whatever your decision is, you've got a bit of mistrust, and they're just telling you to just trust, keep going forth, and don't stop what you're doing. Trust your intuition. Keep going with your intuition. You're safe. Everything's going to be fine. Okay, so that is all I have for you, group number 4. Hope that resonated. Hoped it helped. I'll talk to you soon.